In this video, I'm going to show you how you can set up your Encaustic palette to help you get started with Encaustic. Hi guys, I'm Joey. Welcome to my channel. This video is part of a guide on encaustic materials to help you build your encaustic studio. So be sure to check out the other videos in the series as they become available. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. Also, let me know in the comment area below if you're new to encaustic and if you have any apprehensions about venturing into the medium. If you're already working with encaustic, I'd love to know how you do things differently in terms of setting up your own encaustic palette. Encaustic paints are used in its liquid state, so we need a heated palette to melt it and keep it molten while we paint. You can buy one that's specifically designed for encaustic use, but for my heated palette, I just use an electric griddle. This one I use often has a large surface area, 19 by 15 inches, which I love. If you're interested in the same one, you'll find a link to this product in the description area below. It's important not to overheat the wax, so maintain your palette at a safe working temperature of 200 degrees Fahrenheit and pair your griddle with a flat thermometer so you can accurately monitor the surface temperature. You'll need paint containers to melt your paints in, and any flat bottom metal containers will work, even the disposable aluminum ones. I use these heavy-duty stainless steel round containers, which were meant to be chafer spoon holders. If you're using commercial paint, each of this 3.5-inch wide container can easily fit a 40 milliliter RNF paint. If you plan to make your own paints, it will also fit paint made from a muffin mold, which a lot of people use. This is another handmade paint. It's about an ounce and made from a mini brownie mold. It's a little bit bigger than this bar of RNF paint, but will also fit in the container without overflowing. I also use these mini loaf pans, especially for my encaustic medium and white paint, which I use a lot more of than other paint colors, so I need bigger containers for them. And here I have some handmade encaustic medium, which I'm going to put here, and some handmade encaustic paint, which I'm going to put here. Now I usually use a 4-inch brush for my encaustic medium, so I have to make sure my container is wide enough to dip my brush in to load it with paint. So brush size is definitely something you'll want to take note of when choosing the size of your paint container. By the way, if you're wondering what encaustic medium is, it's just encaustic paint without any pigment or color. I'll be posting a video on how to make encaustic medium and another one on how to make encaustic paint, so be sure to check those out as well. Again, if you're not yet subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button now so you don't miss any videos. And if you have other suggestions for paint containers, leave me a comment. So when the griddle is actually on and everything is hot, I use spring metal clamps with plastic handles to move the containers around and get them off the pallet. Just be careful when you do this, since these temporary handles are sometimes unstable and may lead to spills. Along with my encaustic paints, you'll find that I always have a container of cleaning wax on my palette. And as a reminder that this is cleaning wax and not paint, I always have this mini clothespin attached to the container. I will talk more about how to clean your palette and what kind of wax to use on another video. If you only need small amounts of paint, you can melt and mix your paints directly on the surface. A drawback to working with a griddle is it's difficult to see the true colors of paints on the black surface. So sometimes when I'm mixing paint, especially when I'm using dark colors, I'll use this aluminum tray which shows the paint colors better. Now down here is where I warm my brushes so they are ready to use when I need them. This griddle has a raised plastic edge which makes a perfect brush holder, preventing the handles from getting hot. And here are some encaustic brushes, which, by the way, is a topic for yet another video. You can also use your heated palette to warm other encaustic tools like the scraper. Now, if you're working on large projects and need to melt bigger amounts of medium or paint, you can pair your griddle with an electric skillet, or here I have a fondue pot, which also does the job but doesn't take up too much space on my work table. Make sure you pair your electric skillet, or in this case a fondue pot, with a clip-on thermometer so you can also accurately monitor its temperature. Having an electric skillet is also handy for making encaustic medium, which, as I have mentioned earlier, is a topic of one of my videos if you're interested. Alternatively, if you have limited space on your work table, this mini griddle with a working surface area of 10.5 by 8.5 inches is a good option, especially if you're only working with encaustic medium and or maybe 1 or 2 paints. Just make sure you still equip this griddle with a flat thermometer to make sure you're working at an optimal temperature. The only thing I don't like about this griddle is it doesn't have a plastic edge at all, so when I rest my brush here, the handle does get hot. As for my cleaning wax, it comes in flakes, which means it's quick to melt, so if I don't have room on the griddle, I'll just keep a container on the side in case I need it. So there you go, a few different ways you can set up your encaustic palette depending on your need. Let me know which one you prefer, or if you have an entirely different setup, in the comment area below. I hope you found this video helpful in some way. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. If you know someone who would benefit from watching this video, please make sure you share this video with them. Thanks for watching and have a great day.